All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Ryan on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 52 yards. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Push him back. Push him back. The 20-yard line. Get out.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Hey, express. Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 27-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On the give, running right is Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside. The 35.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Eagles.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. 16 yards, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now, Wentz again. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the toss play, Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. So out come the Falcons now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Army. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Let him go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first two QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike. Go.
Let's
go.
Outside, solid.
To throw is Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Two jet. Hey, Delta.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D.
Wins to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Big stop, let's go. Lights 59. Lights 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hatchet.
Tyson.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down.
Hey, force don't kill.
Check 59.
Hey, exit.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Now watch one. Mike.
What's that?
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
Watch the pass. Tight end left.
Listen.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Here we go. Waiting. Least by two.
Sproles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. David Emerson able to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Mike, check.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. 59 Mike, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Trey 15. 5-7.
Now Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
No.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run.
Man 5-7.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game.
17, Eagles 13. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 280! 280! I got 21!
Check 24, watch 24. Check 99.
Hey, express!
Kill.
Topper! Gun!
Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Hey, check!
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Ryan, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
22!
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 21. Wentz going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Backman. 120!
Watch the screen. Pass. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
It's great 57.
45, Mike. 45. Watch the curl.
This 57.
Check. 45 to Mike. Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Done. 180!
It's just me and you.
On first down, they run with Howard. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! This is done!
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
87. Lion.
Switch.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36.
Got it.
I got him. That's me.
Space.
Check 15.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
21. Get up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick-6. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Just like that. Just like that.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Trey 15. Go.
Wentz now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Philadelphia.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give left side to Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You draw Porter.
Switch gears.
Again, it's Howard. Works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Howard. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
46 down, Lynn 5-4. Lynn 5-3, Lynn 5-3.
On first and goal, Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
61, matchbox, lights.
Here's Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 59, Mike.
Go.
59, Mike to 59.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard taking it in, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Here we go. Waiting.
No,
We ain't giving up nothing today. What's this?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.